Kubli pi baro pia pe RiKhasi channel. Ngi wan rasha pia ka thup Khubor ka ni ka tiyo menta. Ki phang ki bakong san. Turkin dit ki volunteer ka sang HNM sha secretariat. Rai ka sarkar ban kin tiyo ka tulab ki nohi kai ad hoc. Weng ka fastom ya ka jingya ki anbeteng ban wan ra jing ka laha ka puli ka puthi. Devan Kirshani ki hima ki bathmu bane khunda ka mukaddama yang bishar ong ki MDC. Dawaga UDP ban pinchi tom yoba san borshulai. Arpungut ki doktor ki no na negrims on shimkya ka sarkar. Ban kintiwi ki sap ki phong pinlong ka SOSS da ka SF blended fashion show. Haga sport lapanha pardaya ka district level subroto cup haribhoy on mikmat laitali ki school shaka state level. But ki li ki Khubor. Ngine phai metash ki Khubor bania. Kasang hinyutra achik National Movement HANM menaka Southri mentau benai nai tunggas 6,000 RPR kalali bentur kensan sha secretariat banpin ken mau ya ka sarkar halor ki babun teli ki mat jing dawa ki ba sarkar kalada ban kular hagani kasing.
Salat na pang! 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 MD government don't play with the future of students. We need teachers back to school. Salat na pang! Salat na pang! Salat na pang! Salat na pang!
Kane ka seng kala pharu da ka jing tho sho mentri rang ba ka jalao kon ke sangma mentri rang ba ban rap ka sarkar jalao ba prastun tin song bar kum juru sho mentri ka tanat pule puthi ha ka ba kila tho ki jing dawa jong ki babon kine ki jing dawa ki kinthup ban pen rung no ka tien khasi bar garo ha ka khnet ka ba phra jong ka riti sanchar jong ka ri India ban pen tre kam no ka inline permit ha bo ka jala meglaya ban open slam show ban pen kan ria ki brio ki basa tham yo molong ban sngap no klam pen slam show ya ka jing dawa jong noi kai ki balong obot lom jo ka jingnang jing start bar ki we de ki jingdawa
berkat ko parari sanpo pelik islam la palat kom kino so ka jong ka jala hado menta ngimpat urlong takawai ki isu kam menipur kai ki tang Taiew kalayo ILP ka jala meklaya kadon ILP nado ka sarkar pareng Hajala jungi lapan rekam ya ke LP nado ke British government herai hado menta ompat implement ke pendi sektor baka sarkar Meghalaya college Delhi tang ban pan sken om ban kren ya ki isu ba isusan jong ke jaj penreu lada pimle menta suah collection ajar pulai lado pimle lada penulong menta yakin ki mat ki jura jong ke jaj penreu lano penulong ni kwa menta ban yakendo yau VM yau DVM ban yo education minister bangin yo slow lagi jong skor election satu tang reu benai bikrai ban penbitkai yang ngi pajba nong sungsrong jong dalam kane de tak cingsang next time ka HNM kan penbaik ikan circle nak kapsor pendasor pada kapodar inwan tur sekretariat kam don jingmot pensiong sekretariat lada pim patla penulong yakin mat kijura jongkari berkecak penreo we want an implement we want ILP we want Saladapang resolve motor issue immediately Saladapang resolve boundary dispute with Assam boundary dispute with Assam Saladapang without compromising our land Saladapang
kane ke jingwan ka seng ka long ru ban ai ke jing krishani ki noi kai ha kane ka sngi ka ba ka kinhun mentri ka yakran chapang ki jing dawa jong ki noi kai
ka dawi ka ba ka jingwan jongi hane ngibu ka banangkong ka dai ba yuan krishani ki noi kai dikelawan kerpat engi ba kadon ka kabinet ang pe na kalang jongi ru nginalong disiplin bane sim bentalang ba noi kai hane ki pun bat ki jimat jing dawa ki jongi hane kum ka ILP ka bangila up kemi nanti mentala ka lopo snam ka sarkar kam siam lala man penulong hadu menta ka isu sam motor ka ba hadu menta ngimpat yo idak ai ba ka sarkar kanle ka borar isu yo i ba kamat jing dawa ka jongi menta la san bo tu lagi senam hara ngim siam layo bat hakabede bat kajing thep kam thep jam ki khun samla jong kari ka ik ke jongi ngi baka sarkar kam samla le hu menta ban penrung ya ka RiKhasi bak tin garo ha ka kharnit ka bafra ngi wan ya kita gimat jing dawa henre hang nei kilawan kino hikai da ka ba request kiong ba kadon ka cabinet meeting ban ya penbaik kerpang na ka benta ka kam jong kino hikai ngini burom ya kata bat lada ka sarkar kam ai ya kadagarai ban penbaik no ya katulop jong kino hikai ngin song hang ne rangkat bat kino hikai kata kadai kabangi penmi na kaleng jong seng kabangim kwa syu ba kino hikai ba ik jongi kin thia asurok hanan tia sengken nong riu ka ba sanam saya laman ba man daga singi lakum no kan mi na ka sentur jong siem baun penbaik no ya kana ka kam ka basa jong kino hikai bai je ki jongi
Hadin ke jeng ki jong ka nong hikai ad hoc apo ka lama jong ka fastom ka bala ni adu ka tu ka ni por ka kinhun menteri ka bala shong jing alang man ha ka south treatment tau banai kala shimya ka rai ban kintiu ya ka tulop jong kini kino hikai
Nagabanda kino hikai ki bahikai ki school high secondary ka sarkar kan kintiu khandai 1000 tingka kata na ka bakijiyo 4000 tingka menta kinyo life khulai 1000 tingka Nagabanda kino hikai ki bahikai ki secondary school ka sarkar kan kintiu na ka 4000 tingka shaka 8 khandai 1000 tingka ba nagabanda kino hikai science ka sarkar kan kintiu na ka 4000 tingka shaka life khulai 1000 tingka Nagabanda kino hikai ki bahikai ki upper primary ki lower primary kino hikai hindi barkum juru kino hikai SSA ka kinhun menteri kalarai ban kinti ka tulop jongki dan 3000 tingka kino hikai jongki upper primary menta kinyo 8000 tingka ki bahikai ki lower primary kinyo 1000 tingka kino hikai hindi kinyo 1000 tingka bar kino hikai SSA ki bajiyo 1000 tingka kinyo 1000 tingka Umenturang ba kejelau kon ki sang mau le thu ba sarkar menta kan haban pelut tam shispa klur tingka kata na ka arspa khat ar klur ka ba ke jupelut menta ka sarkar kan haban pelut lai spa klur mana ka snam
As you are all aware that the ad hoc schools are privately run schools which have their own independent managing committees and in the previous years government of Meghalaya has been providing aid to these privately run schools run by the managing committees and certain amount of lump sum grant is given every month to these schools. There has been a demand from the teachers who are working in these private schools run by the management committees that this grant and aid which the government of Meghalaya gives should be enhanced. As you are aware, in the year 2017, in the month of June, there was enhancement that was made at that point in time. And based on the different memorandums that have come, the Education Department has put up a proposal which the Cabinet discussed in detail. And we have decided to enhance the grant in aid to these privately run ad hoc schools. For the different categories that are there, the higher secondary, the secondary and the science teachers, the Cabinet has decided as that the enhancement will be 9,000 rupees for this category, which means the higher secondary teacher who used to get 24,000 will get 33,000 now. The secondary teachers who used to get 20,000 will get 29,000 and the science teachers who used to get 22,000 will get 31,000. The other category is the UP, the LP and the Hindi teachers and also the fourth teacher of the SSA. In these four categories, we have decided to enhance the salary by 6,000, which means the upper primary teachers who used to get 16,000 rupees will now get 22,000 rupees. The LP school teachers who used to get 12,000 will get 18,000 rupees. The Hindi teachers who used to get 12,000 will also get 18,000 rupees. And the fourth teacher for the SSA who used to also get 12,000 rupees will get 18,000 rupees now. So The total impact of this will be roughly about 100 crores annually. So from 212 crores, which is given now, in the coming years, every year the enhancement will go by, as I said, go up by about 100 crores. So roughly about 310 plus minus crores will be the impact. So there's about 100 crores impact will be there on the overall amount that the government will have to spend.
Nakaliang jong kinohi kay ad hoc apo kalama jong ka fastom hadin ba ka sarkar kala shemya ka rai mana ka south recruitment tau banai kilapen pau ba kimhon satya ya kani ka rai ba ka sarkar kala shem
Watla ka rai ba kinhon menteri kampat penhon ya barok kinohi kay school ad hoc na markim shim la yo kumba kila khmi lenti hindai kala dei pat ka wei ka sen jam jong ka jing job loong ba me bon ling do unong ai ktin jong ka fastom.
We will call off this agitation today. But there's one thing. The 5% of enhancement, of increment, that the government says it is yet to take a decision, we are going to have a dialogue with the government. We are having a dialogue with the government. The leaders will stay because today we might have a dialogue with the government. So we will keep on imploring on this 5%. However, I want you to not be sad anymore. Be happy. There is a victory that you have just won. And let us remember one thing. We want so much more than the money. We want the love of the people. We want the love of those people we have never seen before. These strangers who have come to help. We want their love. We want the love of all of these pressure groups who have come forward, give us food, give us the terpals, give us the protection. All of them. I cannot name them, but I would like to thank all of them. The reason why we can still sleep safe and sound here, it's because they are somewhere watching over us.
Ubami bonding do habakren hakani kasni ulo ongru baka fastom kanyai train ka benta ban penkalai ka puli puthi ha ka jala meglaya bar kumjuru ulo ong badai bandon tang lai jaj kinoi kai hapo ka jala kata kinoi kai school sarkar kinoi kai school kibala bay pisa da ka sarkar bar kinoi kai school shimet lani kinoi kai haki private school.
See, when we talk about the government, we are talking about the education system. If the education system crumbles, the entire system crumbles. So we will make the education system better. You will see a lot of things are going to change next year when it comes to the education system. A lot of things are going to change. And then, maybe right now you will not understand. Maybe right now you will be angry. Maybe right now you will not be able to digest what I'm telling you. But next year, when you see change is slowly coming, then you will understand that the fight that we had was not useless. The fight that we had is important, and the fight that we had is going to be remembered from generation to generation, because this, like I said over there, this is the genesis of change. This is the genesis of the change of the education system. I have stated there should be only 3 different sets of teachers in the state of Meghalaya. I feel most for the private teachers. I feel most for the private teachers. Because the private teachers in the state of Meghalaya are the ones who are suffering the most. They are suffering more than us. What is their salary? 3,000. And they do not have any association. Why? The moment they have an association, it's goodbye. So we, from first time, we are also going to take that responsibility that we will look for their rights.
Kakertong jong ka NDA kabansia kone ka election president jong kari India ka Draupadi Murmu manakasi balang jong ka Taiew kalawan siya po jila Meghalaya ban kerpat igiseng san perthai bapher ki badan hapo ka jila ban ay ka jing krishan ka jong ki na ka benta ka ni ka jing kun ka jong ka ni ka election.
नमस्कार, आपका स्वागत है।
asking them to take हमारे citizen. लेकिन इस बार आप काफी जा चुके हैं ना? अभी आप मिजोरम भी गए ना? अच्छा मणिपुर.
Ya ke Draupadi lapdiang buram do menteri rangba ke jelau kondat ke sangma ha umroi airport ringkat ke jeran lang lampang ke ying dorbar ba mai baleng do bar kinong yalam ke BJP. Labeteng ke jingpriang buram ya ke Draupadi ha Orchid Lake Resort da menteri rangba ke jela ulampang ke ying dorbar ki menteri jong sarkar u president ke NPP na ke jela Meghalaya u president ke BJP na ke jela Meghalaya ringkat ru ke jedan lang uba HM Shangpliang.
I also request the Honorable MLA and in charge of the presidential election, President Shri Amar our President has also decided.
We are very happy to welcome the presidential candidate. Right from the CM and the Speaker and all the members from the Meghalaya, they have welcomed the candidate of presidential candidate from our party. And now the program is over, and we was very thankful to her because she is the first tribal woman to hold such a big post as the President of India. So we are very happy, and she has given the speech, and she has stressed more among the welfare of the women in our state. Since she has come from she has traveled from Odisha, so we are very delighted and very happy to welcome her today in our state.
NDA is winning.
What was the discussion about? What did it
The
revolve
discussion
around?
only about the election, how we go about it. I think everything is in favor of the NDA.
So we also saw an AITC MLA coming out here now. What do you think of this?
I have nothing to say because this is ultimately the candidate is looked as a tribal, so it is tribal pride.
So as far as the support is concerned, how much do you say the government is extending? I mean the state.
On tribal prides, we are trying for all 60.
Kalong ke bampat juja ko hagasan perthe hapo jela Meghalaya but kani kalong ba baro kisan ngot ki MLA jong kaseng Congress ki bala sha suspend na ka jinglong dukhot jong kaseng kila rai mentaban ai ke jingkashan ya Draupadi Murmu ka badei ka kertong ka bani khona ka election president jong kari India.
Habapen pau pai ba ekani MLA na molai ba piti saw kami ule thu ba baro san ngut klai kren ba dia phliu jimut ba lor kani barulo ang bagani ke ka mon sngo ba jong ki ban kersha ne ka ba ka dei ka kenthei reulom.
From all the five of us, that we have already been unanimously decided that we will vote for the candidate she was elected and nominated by the National Democratic Alliance, that is under the leadership of Narendra Modi. Second to that, because we were able to vote for Murmu. He is a tribal woman, but as a tribal we feel proud of getting of tribal women as the president of the country. We knew for sure that she will be the president. Like we have already seen today that many important that BJP has back her. Then all the alliance in the National Democratic Alliance they have back her, and even we in our state Like we already saw the statement, almost all the party we will be support Murmu in this presidential election.
Ki MDC kaliang persha hake HEDC klepen pau ya kajing persha ka bajur halor kajing thmu banya soy ya ka Memorandum of Understanding MOU baga sarkar Assam na kabentaban pinbe ya uput usam ki hindrutli ki jaka khaput ki badan hapdeng kajing ya kaja klem di emerging mud lang bat ka council.
Na kaliang ki MDC kila ajing mud ka EC bakan ajing kershan ka bapurai ki hima ki bathmu banya khun na ka mukaddama hapo yeng bishar ban pendam ya ki MOU.
But the government of Meghalaya, the government of Assam, they there. How they have Assam, the government of Assam land and revenue revolution in 1886. The Bangimla, Balutrai, no stopping. But the Kibreo is only how to prevent what makes some helps Assam. Saying, Kinoma, Balutrai, no stop. The day alone, the government, the channel. Kalau saya simpan nak kalian juga kuat bantu menyusul na IEM charge dari ilaka. Di mana ucapan Joint Coordination Committee itu. Yang sebahagian lain di China nama menyusul umur berwet kuat. Maka kamu kesepian. Dan kuat beliau di China ada di begini. Maka kamu dalam buah haruka, ayat buah haruka, baik lain di Syah atau di Bedurun, percaya pada ini. Ikam bagi coordination committee kelayat semua, ambil coordination committee. Bagi kita di Himaj ni kelayat umur ikut Islam. Lagi council kejadian executive committee ke ayat executive committee. Lagi benda yang benda yang berwujud. Banyak semua di kita ikuat bersyai pada sini. Nang mana kalian ke sungai itu disebut bagi payah unsur jumlah negeri di sungai disebut.
Masa jumlah sah apa bersyai. The district council play yang important role perintah di Johor Bahru, perintah di Johor Bahru, perintah di Johor Bahru. Hanya kami jadi dulu, jadi job kisah, lengkap ke boundary committee job ke council, nak benda ke jintang ke jumi, jauh pun usam, kapung, kabaran tak menti juga sensitif, kapung, ibu kisah jom asisten di jumi. Kita berundak hati jumpa, kita berundak hati notification kita terima, milalang jadi baru. Bakal kejinjam jadi kausul, hak ini dia. Nama pesawat pada sorga, kansa, saya jadi Nagapunda dan segala dunia boundary hanya di phase 1. Nagapunda jogi ke council dan baga boundary committee ni lala pantai dia dari kota complete report. Bab mengenai transformation. Syarikat Saudara telah ada taksan dari Desember jauh Islam Arja Akui. Mr. Chairman, sir, Ashbaq al-Power of the FC. Namtip, the Honorable Member of Party, Adukana Tuli Lale, Ilan Record, Nanta Konstitusi Jogi, Natrai, Salah, dan Partai. Natrai Lale, yang kawayu, lihat media, RTI aktivis, silakan baik dengan RTI. Kata Tuli, layan nak belah media. Penambangan ia yang dibaca beliau. Mana mau ia yang dibaca beliau? Baru ia yang dibaca beliau. Maka belum isu saya yang kepada ngamar itu MDC pasal belakang, ngam threshold mana, ngadi MDC nampak pada area apa, ngasoto pada penbaik yang perlu samanta, kau jingek jadi kat up, kan ya iwan tak ini jingek apa. Santo Peligi Sidang Kesorkan Kongres ha national level, ha state level, ha Assam Ninyoi yung chief minister ke Assam Banwan apa ke sekretariat ke Meghalaya ke Khubor Nini aji ngero yung chief minister Jom ke jela Assam ASEAN man apa ke sekretariat ke Jongi Kadai gedak bau udang respect Bidang yung chief minister padang senap Ke state ke Bahaya ke Assam Bat kumkat MOU maka akan bensyai Simpai pak Jom kena ke jela bayi Jongi Hoi nyemlak balang perfect Nyemlak balang kita kiba Dikenal para orang kakungkan moyu kelang kedau syai ba ka ownership of the land kan sabai hak itu kita jaka badan yang telah jaka hadu dan dapat berbaik yang mereka bersama kata lagi ke sisya ko MOU kelang kedau syai na request si honorable member by kuliah MOU na dai MOU atrai ilawan file ka atyai is available to the government yang jamaah kapenpau ba Kajingero, bak kajingai kumlay, yang kesorkan kemarba, kadai ke duty, jomborong orang orang, bagi ban suku, bah itu dijaga ba, ini don, tak mau kajingai don. Kalampi, kumlak dawi, honorable member dalam sekolah, balik yang berbaik dalam kalampi. One voice. Nalayalam yang mandi saudara senang dengan jingga saya dengan join memarandang menyalam show deputy chief minister. Bahkan fierce kebaar, hakan jingnya keren kebaar. Babarok di kisnong lima berkumpul baik apa menjelang ini. Kata kedai keke keba nelayan jingnya leti jonga. Pat masnong pat penbaru kanik house. Ba nakalian jonga ni. Nang Kristian betul betul yang urusan mentah asli lasai bagi senam di baruan nganget ba pateng di baruan lasai kin ayu kata dia government nama bakadai tangnya government santo peligi senam kepala penjat umat pendembai yang ada di bawah settlement
Lada mengana mendir kam kita ngahun lada sabta sepuluh tinggi pada naruh pada kita tangan. Lada ngiyong jongal labian PPF kita so kumki de khatu gune kaliye nanti diklam de ko ko pai ba di sini hoi ham pe ko spesi le jong ring ham pe ya ka ndo ksha ya ka chat ngue ro khat the social team nomar ka don ke chik ong give an inch de te ko mai the mentang ni senior member yo karata charam jupna munno bade ka disputed area mentah pasamo kalau ada disputed area. Kebahal apa constituency bedong MBC bedong kurang nanti apa jiran. Menceritakan hak disputed area entahlah hak disputed area. Kamu bang dispute penkala dispute nama apa I kemba kesorkan Meghalaya Pulau Bala. Kecil kali mentah. Kebong di MBC bedong napo rambarai jenam. Lawengnya kecingnya jom pada. Nasib buat banteli, mereka ke boundary committee. Katno la Aisyah Assam, katno kesapom. Yang bahagian satu senam lawengnya kecingnya akan kesapom. Lada syu IT lut tersampu senam mencari lala ke benweng kecingnya. Hendak ikram nak benweng nama yang kepada jom ke jom ka kendo siap jongi minum air sin otum ta da pili ai te lawen kan motu mahun te bayo re baras ta kolong disputed nomor kon himai sin ka kendo siap jongi
Kaseng United Democratic Party UDP menhaka nyau treatment tau benai kala dawa na kaseng BJP baru kumju na kinong yalam jong ka Meghalaya Democratic Alliance bakin pinshitom yo basan bor shulai ubri UMLA ka South Shillong constituency halog jinglek lamakor ka jong upersha ya president ka UDP ba met baling do hakapor budang kren hakasngi belawan ka kertong president jokri India syapok ka jala Meghalaya
Habis kami nak tahu khubor bah jaminan motor oleh tu bakaseng mentakasni kerja keren bah halau kani kecing le jong bah sanbor sulai hakaba ulah pentut hakapor bu bah mer balang do udang keren hakajingwan pan jeng kersan jong ka kertang pasenya ke India kamar mu hapo Shillong.
Dia kejingkren nak liang jong i presiden jong i Pak Met Pak Lingdo. Nomor ba isim dia kena ke kabu moh. Ban keren Ahmad jong kini kinong yalam bat khamtam. Ahmad jong i presidential candidate. Di la keren bat ila raise yaki issues bat ki concerns. Hakabai day bat ka jela Meghalaya. Ila keren hakabai day bat ka jingsha leben dan ki atrocities. Ki persecution hakabai day bat ki minorities bat ki Christians. Haki caka ki bapir hakanika ri ki jongi. Ila raise ru yaki issue hakabai day bat ka jing penrung yakanika ketian khasi. Haka 8 schedule, Khasi and Garo haka 8 schedule. Ila keren ru haka bayde but ka protection and safeguard. Ya kini ki indigenous people haka ni ki jala ka jongi. Di kappa idang keren ya kini ki issues of concern. Haka bayde ba kini ki jala ka jongi. Kensan nakaliang jong u minister Pak Sanbor Sulai badai ru u dekot jong kini ka MDA government menta gula interrupt ya kena ke jingkren nakaliang jong presiden jongi belong ru lampang jong ke yang dorbar but kadia ke jing le nakaliang jong Pak Sanbor Sulai ubadai honorable minister kalong ke kebam la ban pediang but nakaliang jongi kum ke parti hadian mengii ya kini ke media reports. Hadian mengii ke media reports ke baca menin. Ni penpau ya ke jing sosi ke bakrau handu kata-kata. But ni penrem jur ya kani ke unparliamentary unruly behavior. Jong uni legislator ubadai ru minister hakani ke MDA government. Di nakaliang ke jungi mentakeski kumki nong yalam jong parti ila syong ang kini jing yalang ke kerki bat ni la penpau ya ke jing skau nak kaliang jongi bat ni penrem jur ya kani ke jingja menin kesngi hakaba minister Pak Sanbor Sulai interrupt ya kani ke jingkeren hakapor ba presiden jongi keren hakabede bagi issues bapir di ni nakaliang jong ke parti ngi penrem jur ya kan dia but ngi kwa ban ong Ahmad jong presiden jong ke BJP but ke BJP hiru kum ke parti ba kini ban take action halor kan ke jingja but hak jo ke poru ngi kwa ban ong yo leader jong ke MDA mo Sri Konrad Sangma ba nakaliang ke jong uru ba untuk appropriate action hakabai day but ka unparliamentary uncivil but ka unruly behavior jong iba Sanbor Sulai
Haka juga por keseng kala peremjor jakan dia kajing le jong ba Sanbor ke ba kala ong ba kajing le klamakor bat ka ba nyoben ya presiden bat undang ilam jong keseng UDP.
The same senior leader of the party shouted down at the speaker, so it's very unbecoming, unethical, and rather savage behavior. And the party has taken very serious note of what happened, and we will certainly take the matter to its logical end.
Any follow-up action, which has been decided?
We will immediately act using all the options that we have, including writing to the Chief Minister for him to take appropriate action on the matter, because in a state that has so far upheld high standards of decency and behavior, at least amongst elected representatives, this kind of behavior shows the ugly side of a person who has been elected several times and had no regard for the office of the Speaker of the Assembly. That too in an event of which he was invited as a host, the BJP had invited the party president as a guest to mobilize the support of the UNP. And there, at that particular gathering, the party president, who was also the speaker, was treated in a most disrespectful manner.
This is very sorry. This is very, very serious. This is a very serious matter. He should not have done that in public. He should not have done that in public. So you'll see. We all don't like, the statement that he made in public against the Speaker of the State. He being a minister. What is this?
So what kind of action is the party seeking now?
They are considering that point.
Okay.
They are considering that point. I'm in a hurry. But then we condemn very strongly against a statement of a responsible, supposed to be responsible person like a minister of the state. To make that kind of public, statement against the speaker, wow, it attracts, this discipline, breach of discipline by an honourable member, and in this case, by a minister. In this case, a minister of the state.
Menhaga santrik mentau benai ke sengi ba kino hikai ad hoc kilaweng no ya gijing ki gijongki lami padan pat saki nongtre jongka National Health Mission ban penpaw gijing dawai gijongki.
Kini ginong traya kiblat tip kum ki service delivery staff kilami che surok ban peloy ka jingat pajba nado madan malki shadow ko office DHS lime kra ban penpaw ka jing persya ka jing penhiari ka tulap jongki nado balas dang pentrai kam me ka rationalization unong aktien jokani ka kinhon uba kodor lang lingdo ulei thuru baya kani ka jing penhiari ka tulap kinong trai lale khlam da bishar bnya
Bacun pau ningkong kani ka jing yaki kalong aki ar penta kani kasi ko menta ka ningkong kalong apo ni hanong pa shalong ba kare pura ti ka jing yami pa ka jongi kalong hang ni kadai na kani ka rationalization ka bangi yong di kidon ki staff ki bahap ko jong kani ka kanhun ko jong kata kalama jong ka service delivery mo jong ka Meghalaya di kidon ki staff ki ba hadin balale ya kani ka rationalization di ka jing siu ka jong ki kalahyarno ti bat ba ngidon ru ka jinget ba kani ka rationalization ka balale kam don kata ka le harkom ka badai bat da ka ba da bishar banya da kanu ka kanhun ti ngisukwa ban pan jing shai ken kumngi ki baya trai lang ha kani ka por ka menta ba habaw lale ya kanu ka kam kumbalakular da u mission director Ahmad jongi ha kani ka por ki balada ka bangilaya kendu yu ong ba ni unpet benia bat un bishar lingba ka qualification ka pangidon kidon hang ni ki doctors kidon hang ni ki staff nurse kan ka kanhun kidon ki ANM bat kumta terter ti henry klem na pet bahai ka qualification ka bangi ngidon ti lasule le se hakanu karukom ka ba la bishar da kanu ka kanhun kata king ka mamla ban pau shai
kini ginong tray kila kerpat ru no MD ban penkiwi ka tulap jongki karkum ka jingya jong kapor.
We all the staff nurse, we are not satisfied with the salary that we have received by the third draft. Even the first draft, the second draft is the same, and we expect that the third draft it will increase, but still it is the same. So accordingly to the livings that we are living today, a standard living, and all the things have been increased, it is not satisfied. It is not according to the salary that we have received. So what we request to the MD, if he can increase a little bit, it should be according to our needs and according to our responsibilities and according to our workload which we work in the UPHCs, either the PHCs, either the CHCs, especially the staff nurse, all the nurses like ANM nurses, they have to conduct the delivery case. In case the doctors are not there, if anything happens, like any critical case or any situation happens, the nurses get the blame. So the doctors also have been increased. What about the nurses? So we request the MD, if he can increase the salary for the nurses also, it will be satisfied for us all.
Kalong Kajingja Kabanbo Hakajingma Yaka Northeast Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences in Negrims Kabadai Tamaka Super Speciality Hospital Hapo Kajala Meghalaya Bakan do no ya bungut ki doktor.
Menteri Ketenaga Kerja Kekya Jong Kejelau James K. Sangma ulai itu baka sorkar jela karai kran sani ba lor kani ke jingduna barga kirmen basyan kan sala ban penbej ya kani ke jing e laban kado hang ne ba arphongut ki doctor na nigrims kin mi no but later no shika All India Institute of Medical Sciences lani ke AIMS kabadan ha Guwahati.
Nigram's director himself came and addressed this issue, and he's also extremely very concerned, and I'm very thankful to Nigram's director for that. So we have taken up this matter, and even Chief Minister at his level also has taken up this matter with Government of India. But the problem is something that all of us need to sit down and discuss this, and the solution is one wherein everyone will have to come together. The Government of India and the state government will have to come together and sit across the drawing board and resolve this issue.
Kinohika School SSA ki bahaba po ka Shatri jong ka Meghalaya Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan School Association MSSASA manaksi ba ar jong ka Taiew ki lalit bani kendo yo menteri ka tanat puli puthi banyakran halor kattu ka netali kiman.
Kini kiman ki kintu bi katulop ka basa jong ki dasan banai menta nangta ban kinti wi katulop jong ki Nohika School SSA badba ka sarkar ka reban mangkhambon ka pisa na ka benta ka SSA. President ke MSSASA uba Aristotle Rambai ulang bakani kan yarap banlaj ni kijing ki balaja haus nam baladam ula pentip shaki ba kijing slam an palaj ka tulap ka de namar kijing bamdap ka pisa
nakaliang jong Honorable Education Minister ila pentip shangi ba kadau hi kijing slam ban palaj yagani ka tulap ka jongi kabanongkong ka jong financial year arjar apoi apuar kata arnai February March kadai na kijing bom dak kapisa kabawan naka state government at kung juro naka government of India ila tan kamaro yang iba hadin ka to ka jingi ki jongi ba long artri match arja ko te ka jingi kren jongi ba ila ai ka assuran ba nakaliang jong ka state finance department kung juro nakaliang jong chief minister sa kondati sama pular ban pelaj ya ka additional fund bala kot shispa South Road like Kondulak 100%. Tile tu yang minta bahak apun rutrik jong unai match arajar puar nakanika balance additional fund kepada shispa South Road like Kondulak ka government of Meghalaya kala di ban pelai 20 crore. Te bat hakaju kapor nakaliang jong government of India kala pelai ya katu kasong pisa kebalong South Road approximate haktayo bakatu jong unai match. Te kapisa baru ar kini bayo kamdak kadunano saat na jom na February an March. Te nakaliang jong iro hadin kajing laibo jong ya kajing tho hakhanat jong prime ila de move sapo finance department ban pelaj ya ketika song pisa kepadang sa jong kachispa South Road lai pendulak kebamut kepadang sa kalong sa South Road lai pendulak naman 20 crore le pelaj. Te hadu menta mene nakaliang jong ka state finance department kampat pelaj ya ketika song pisa kebalong South Road lai pendulak. Ila itu ro yangi lada pelaj ya kenika pisa kani kandap sibna siteng kenika pisa. Inang haban wa kilar kelenti kuno ban pendap bandang tangitai arbana swa jong benai February an March.
Nakaliang ubalak men rumboy menteri katanat puli puthi joko sarkar jala ulai thu bon se kren kerpang bon menteri rangba ka jala kor ke sangma halor kini kijing dawa ki Nohika School SSA.
When next week most probably if I am here or if CM is here we will sit and discuss this matter so that we could ease as much as possible the hardship faced by this category of teachers. And regarding the budget provision, the government of Meghalaya has already put the budget provision in anticipation of the grant released by the government of India. So, but the state project director of the SSA Meghalaya is in constant touch with the Ministry of Education in Delhi so that the grant could be released as early as possible.
Menaka nyau tarik mentau benai menteri ki kampo yeng jong ka jila Meghalaya balak men rembui ulaya thu ba ki donjen hadu syajar nyau spatali ki kam ki balaj pok katanat pulit ba menta ka jing penrung kam syakani katanat kadang ya chaprang.
Habai kre Meghalaya Thai Khubor balak men ulaya thu ba ka jing shisha ka jing penrung kam syakani katanat lasdang na do arsna menchwa hindoi namar ka jingwan ka klam COVID-19 kani ka kam kala sange ula penti kanaru baya ka result jong kani ka jing penrung kam on penmi koloi kat bala
as of now, about 1,700 posts is lying vacant. And the recruitment process have already started 2 years back for this about 800 plus, 900 odd posts. But due to circumstance which we are facing in this last 2 years, we could not have the physical test, and luckily we could complete it, the process of physical test, and in the midst of preparing for the declaration of result, then the Honorable High Court has advised the government that roster system have to be in place. So because of that, we could not declare the result. The police headquarters, the CRB are working overtime to complete it as fast as possible, as early as possible, so that the result could be declared, and moreover, under 800 odd posts which are lying vacant could be advertised, and the process of fill up could be started. But as of now, as I speak, the Central Recruitment Board of the police are working overtime to solve this issue of roster system, so that the result of the physical test which are already conducted could be declared. I hope that they could complete as early as possible. But having said that, it is not very easy task. They have to look back whatever record they have for the last many years. So constraint is there for the CRB, but more importantly, constraint in the field, where not only traffic branch, there are some outposts which are manned by not even to 75% strength of the force. So, but I hope that, as I said, the CRB is working overtime. We could able to declare the result, but this problem will remain for more some, even if they declare also, because as you know, after declaring of result, we will fast track the process of interview, and also for the cadet who are qualified to go for training.
Hakabede ba kajingjale udrak sakajala meglaya uba lakmen ulong ba katrat pulen bar kasorkar jalahi kenyale akat bala ban yokem ya kibriu ki badan khti ban pnia yo nu jingdi pen buaj hakajala meglaya.
In the last few weeks, in the last few months, the result is there. The result is that not only because of single individual, it's because of cooperation of many teams. Not only the state police here, we should give credit also to our brother agencies in other states also, because drug cannot be eradicated only in one location, or if we treat it as a localized issue, it is bound to recur again and again. So our Honorable Prime Minister, our Honorable Union Home Minister has already mentioned time and again the menace of drug and the need of all the agency in the state, or whether in the state or a strategy, to work together so that this drug could be eliminated in the state and the country. And once again, I'm very thankful to the police department and to the agencies who are helping us to be able to see that the people who are involved in this is being nabbed, and I hope, as I said time and again, in the near future we will able to reach to the kingpin or to the source of it, wherever it be. It may be in the state of Meghalaya or in other state, or if need be in international, in other countries also, with the help of the cooperation of all other countries as a whole.
Ka symbol of Sneh Society SOSS ka baju penlong bahai ki fashion show lani ki jingpin iriam menha ka nyo treatment tau benai kala penlong biang ya kani ka jingpin i ki riam bapher ya ka bra tip kum ka SF Blended Fashion Show Season 2
ya kani ka program la penlong ha Loft Cafe ka bedan ha Lower La Chumia Shillong ha kani ka singi la banyo i ka sap ka pong jong ki nong penwandur ya ki riam ki bej ki ba itanan Hagani ka singi lai don lang ka kong sweetie pala ka way na kinong akplim jong ka jala Meghalaya, Umanesh Singh, Director ka ICCR, ka Priti Thapa ka nong seng jong ka ka society, bar ki way kinong shakhot ngobha. Ka jing thumu jong ka ka fashion show ka long ban play lat, bar ban kentiyo ki sap ki pong jong ka jala Meghalaya, bar ban ra ka nam jong ka thai hi barok way. Kani ka program kam de e tang ka fashion show hindre ka de ka jimpen e ka jing start bar ki boit ba thamai kumno ban pruan dori ki riam ki bej ka de ru ka ru kam prakhat thamai ban wan ra ya baro ki sab ha ka wei ka rinsan kumi ki nong shot ki model ki nong ele kai acrobat bar ki nong pen wan dor ya ki riam ki bej ya kani ka program la penya da ka nong seng jo ka seng ka Priti Thapa ringkat bar usidhat boro
Kahima meliam menha ka singi thwa ding jong ka ni ka Taiew menta ha ka jing amen jur lang bat ki nong kit kam jong ka shnong right laban ka bakan thup ya hinyo tli ki dong kala shem ya ka rai ban pin kala no ya ka kerteng jong ka ni ka shnong na ka right laban shaka riat laban
Yo iban play no mau kerteng yang kana barbar ka belum ke pasmai nakarai laban barbar saya karet laban ke belum hadian bangi layat ba katu kat ni teli kaya meetings kamde shu kasien ke bandengkong re nadu ki arajar sipho kum tatar ter hadian banga ngaldi ngasim ti haus nam arajar khat pra hadir mangawan simti mangaru ki meeting skill ayat la kumba da ki phau teli raise ngotenat ba menta kasngi ka pratrik jong ni unaitung arphau arwa nilayo bangin jer kerteng no egani ka right laban kumba pita tip menswa borok skatana duki snam khat khandai spa khat san kat kum ka jinge batai jungi general secretary mane ba layat na duki tak snam ada ki spa snam menta hanre dan bok ba kani kasngi menta nilayo ban jer kerteng no egani ka riat laban baru banang ni sakhamat bahkan tip no kum ka riat laban dorbar pelun hi borkowe ti nakaliang jonga ngai ka jingker ku kerdo ya kani ka riat laban dorbar pelun bat kumju ru ya kini ki snong ki baha papo ka jing pet ka jing khmi ka jong phi ba ban yai kiu nakawei ka por sakawei pat baru ngai ka jing kit bok ke ruang ya kani ka riat laban hi borokowe baru ka long ru ka ek bos ngutanat ba na pedeng ki khat sau spa teli tam kisnong ki baha papo ka jingpet jingmi jong ka hima maliam borokowe nakaliang jungi ni das ngo phomut phomat bai kini ki nyo teli ki dorbar snong badru banglai thu karpang bakan ha papo ka jingpet jingmi jong ka riat laban dorbar pelun
ngin pai pat mentash ki Khubor sports ka office jong district sports officer Riboy district menta ka Taiew ka lapin kutno ya ka district level subroto mukaji cup 2022 haka balai tali ki school kata artali ka wina kliang shenrang bat kin thei haka under 17 category bat ka wi pa na kliang shenrang haka under 14 category kila shajit ban mi khmat ya ka district ban yakun pa ka state level subroto mukaji cup ka ban salong hano ba shalong
Hagaji akunya ka final ki school ki bla yora ay ka nam lado ki kinthub ka Minken High Secondary School haka kadan jaka under 14 jong ki Shinrang ka Sati Raja Secondary School haka kadan under 17 jong ki Kinthai bar ka Umdihar Presbyterian School haka under 17 jong ki Shinrang Lapin ha padai ka ni ka jele akai do ba bantai dorling do menteri ka trans sports and youth affairs kumukong san ki arur ki MLA ki bakinthub yu ba Jason South me maulong uba Meryl Bonds aim Arpit Upadhyaya DC ka Riboy district Ugiri Prasad SP ka district nalor ki wei de ki he pulit uba Bobby L Nongbet DSO bar ki wei ki riu pakmat
Nginya chakmat pat ha jingele ka ki bope na sukwa banong bintang security kumti samla ki khun ki badang eda hab banya chakmat ki kamela kai ken mau baga sports ka abya ringkat ru baga jing pule dai na takadaw baga ne ka subroto cup bang iyo ban penil kai ha ka level jong ki school dai na takadaw bangi kuwa ban pek ya ka sap ka pang ka sap ka jong ki ka mau play lo ai ka pang kalong bangin sedang nado badang kham khana
Hagaji akunya ka final la saki ya gaji akun ki baitanat bha pregi kinhon ji ki school ki blapoi ka final hakaba ka under 14 jong ki Shinrang ka Minken High Secondary School Klapalle mi ka Christian High Secondary School da Shikola North haka under 17 ki Kinthai pat ka Sati Raja Secondary School Klapalle mi ka Saint Vianney Secondary School da Argola North hagaji akun jong ki Shinrang haka under 17 ka Umdihar Presbyterian Secondary School Klapalle mi ka Evershine Secondary School da Saugol da Ar hagaji shoot ya ka tie breaker Nakaliang ka office DSO kalasam ki khusnam ki kinhon lado bar ki bawan baar kumjuru ki khusnam shimat ki dangele akai bar ki thele akai ki bakin sai bar kumjuru ki nong up goal ki bakin sai
Hasho bangin penkut in penso biang shapie ki phangi bokong san sa shisian Turkin dit ki volunteer ka sang HNM sha secretariat Rai ka sarkar ban kan Taiew ka tulab kino hikai ad hoc. Weng ka fastom ya ka jingaki on beteng ban wanra jing ka laha ka puli ka puthi. Daiban kershani ki hima ki batmu bane kunda ka mukadama yang bishar ong ki MDC. Dawa ka UDP ban penchi tom ya ba sanbor shulai. Arpungut ki doktor ki no na negrims on shimkia ka sarkar. Ban kan Taiew ki sap ki phong penlong ka SOSS da ka SF blended fashion show. Haga sport lapan ha pardaya ka district level subroto cup harib hoy on mikmat laitali ki school shaka state level. Bat ki di ki Khubor. Bada gitu in pun kut noi kini ka Khubor kini ka Taiew mentang. Ngin sia syam biang bat pi baro ha ka tai koi pat ka Taiew ka banwan. Ka beli pi baro bat hias.